Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Lorado 353 FL fifth wheel. You guys have picked a really cool unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things and get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by arriving at the campsite. Most obvious thing you need to take into consideration are your slides. So you got two on this campsite already out. Then you have the bedroom slide over here on the off campsite. So make sure you park accordingly so that you can get them all in and out unimpeded, preferably nothing hanging over top of them. Then I want you to think about where your water and power hookups are. Your water is going to be just toward the front of your off camp side or your driver's side. Your docking station is there. And then your power is going to be all the way at the back here. 50 amp service plugs in the back of the unit. First thing you're going to do when arriving is unhook our hitch. Once you've unhooked your hitch, you're going to level the unit. Lippert auto leveling system. All you got to do is hold that on. Now you can control just your front jacks, raising it up or down for taking your hitch off. But then all you do is touch auto level. Auto level is going to go ahead and level the whole unit. Once it's level, you're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Hook up our power first. We do have this off campsite in the back too. 50 amp service plugs in here. The way these new cords work is they go in and then twist to the right and then lock them on with a black washer. At the end of your service here, if you need to plug into 30, you have this 50 to 30 dog bone, as they call it. And if you need to plug into home, there's a 30 to 110 adapter that comes as well. You got your power hooked up. Go ahead and hook up our water. So your whole docking station is right here. It is light. This is a little easier to see. Made it pretty simple. So for normal flow, plugging into city water, you're going to turn this way and move this spray port out of the way. Over here on the left is your city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when hooking up to the city water or to your black tank flush. So on the bottom here, city water connect, hook up your hose, but don't turn it on yet. We're going to open up your hot water heater. Your door comes completely off. And we're going to return our drain plug. You may have left it out the last time you were camping. Put that in there. A little fresh plumber's tape on there. And get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your water. After your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to come to this pressure release valve. You're going to pull on this handle and it's going to release the air out of the hot water heater. Eventually you get a nice steady flow of water coming out of here. Once you do, you know your hot water heater is full and can be lit from indoors. There is an on-off switch down here, electric element on-off. Only use this, only turn this on here as well as indoors if you're using 110. Using 30 amp or 50 amp, go ahead and just keep this off and turn it on from indoors. If your hot water heater is not working, come up here and there may be a bubble sticking out. It's a reset button. You just push that bubble back in and it'll reset your hot water heater. Turn our door, just simply sets on these little levels down here. There we go. Alright, let's say we're going camping and we're going to be dry docking. So this is what you do. Come to this tank fill position and you're going to turn it down to fill. Once you got it down to fill, you go ahead and hook up to the city water again over here. Then you're going to go ahead and turn on your hose. After your tank is full, you'll turn this back to normal flow. And then you'll be able to go ahead and use your tank like that. However, remember, that's when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using hooked up to the city water connect. Only use it when you're running your potable water. Burp your hot water heater the same way when using potable water. Get the air out of the lines and turn it on. Alright, we got our water and electricity hooked up. I'm going to walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. I'll start here in this docking station. Up top, black tank flush. Over here is where cable and satellite will plug in. You do have this big spray port here. Big long hose there. Here's where you winterize. Instructions to winterize the coach are right here on your panel. Down here's your city water connect. Water bypass button is not here. That's only for units that you need to use it on. Normal flow. Here's where you turn it to winterize. Here's your gray tank that you pull. Here's a handle. You can run all your hoses down through there. Hot water heater. Up there's a hood vent for your microwave. This is access to the back of your fridge. This is your furnace heat release. If your furnace is on, steer clear of this. It'll get rather warm. All of these are storage on both sides. Your black and gray tanks. There's your handles for those. Black on the left, gray on the right. Your hookup for that is all right here. That front handle's for a front gray tank. Getting your slide. All the rest of these are all storage. Your power, your back storage. To release this, lift up on that. Same thing, putting it back in. You return it. It'll stop. You click in. You have lighting for back here. Huge storage area. Tons of storage on this unit. There's your ladder. Go up and check your seams. Caulk as needed. I like to check them twice a year. Beginning and the end of the season is the best time. Your unit's also prepped for a Furrion backup camera device you can purchase from our store that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle. Electronically communicates with this, and it gives you a backup camera for the unit. Coming around again, these are all storage. You know that. There's your level ground system. You have two separate awnings and your outdoor speakers. Your solid steps, I'll show you how to close them up when I'm done. You do have some 110 out here. Tons of storage up in the front as well. There's a manual jack for your stabilizing jacks if they won't go up. Coming up the front of the unit, this is your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I'm talking about your carbon monoxide detector. Your battery. Check your terminals now and then. Make sure that they haven't wiggled loose over time. You have a docking light. It's this light on the front of the unit here. Again, your stabilizing system. It's prepped for solar. You can hook up a solar panel here. It'll trickle charge your batteries. Up here is your propane. You do have a regulator on this. Simply turn it toward the tank you wish to be using. It'll be green. It'll turn red when it's empty. Coming over here, your pass-through, other side of your pass-through storage. And then underneath here, somewhere, right there is your low point drain. That's where you drain your waters when leaving the campsite. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, so coming up inside your unit, I want to turn directly to the left for the most important thing. Make sure that you and everyone is camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Also at your entry doorway as you enter is your control panel. Starting at the top, this is where you check your tanks, your fresh, your black, your grays. Another way to tell when your fresh tank, your potable water is full, you can hold this button down and tell when that's full. Over here is where you turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Over here if you're hooked up to electric. Here's where you turn on your water pump if using potable water. A step and porch light. Ceiling lights. Here's your slides, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then your awnings. Just run them awnings out until the flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see the bar. That's as far as you want to run them out. To the right is your other awning. Now at the bottom is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. Now the reason I mention that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you don't have anything charging your battery up, use that battery disconnect up there by your battery and it'll keep this from running your battery down. Coming around the unit, I'll tell you self-explanatory microwave. You do have a high and low vent as well as a panel light for your stove. On your stove, this glass top makes an excellent backsplash. You have a panel light on here as well. Simply turn this to light, hit your spark, and there's your flames. Same thing in the oven. Just hit this to light, hit your spark over there, and that'll light up your oven, then set it to your preset. Come to your stove, Nordicold. Turn it on to your left. 3 different settings. Right now it's on auto. Auto means that when you're plugged in it's on electric, which it's showing you. Try to get a good view with this camera. If you were to unplug, that would switch over to gas. Or you can make it just electric, or you can make it just gas. Over here you can change the settings 1 through 9. Sorry, bad view with the LED lighting, but I think you get the gist of it. Take the fridge off. Put your glass top back down. These are your heat vents. Of course, all your lighting here. 110s here as well. More lighting up underneath there. Coming up into your bathroom. What I'm mentioning here is where you have your 110 with GFCI reset. A exhaust fan up top. And lighting. A little plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on your plumbing underneath your sink as you would at home. Coming back into the hallway here is your thermostat. Simply go from off to a fan to AC or to heat. To heat, bring up the furnace and that kicks on. Over here you can run just a fan by itself. After you hit off on the furnace, just remember it's going to run a second before it shuts off. Coming up into your bedroom, not much to talk about up in here other than it is prepped for a TV. There's a backer for a mount here, 110 and cable hookups. You do have 110s on both sides of the beds. Big nightstands. You have your own smoke alarm back here and AC with quick dump. Coming back down, heading up into your living room. I will show you quickly how to turn your sofa into a bed. Remove the Velcro backs. Like to stand in the middle, lift up in the middle, open your legs. Fold these down, fold the back down. That'll make a bed, that'll make a bed. And this is a recliner that has what I call a parachute pull. I'll do it over on this side so it doesn't hit the bed. Just pull on the handle and there's your recliner. Over here is your Furrion TV. Down below that, your fireplace. Not just for looks anymore. Yeah, you can get all kinds of different pretty colors with it. But the biggest thing is the heat. Heat's at 64 right now, and it's already cranking. So if you're at a camp, you're plugged in, it's a little chilly in the morning or evening, don't use your gas on the furnace. Go ahead and turn this fireplace on. It'll get it toasty in here in no time. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Oh, one last thing. Here's your thermostat for the front area. So the separate one in the back takes care of the back, and this one will control up front. You know, smoke alarm up front as well. So let's talk about leaving the campsite. We have a lot of slides to close. So first and foremost, you don't want anything left out, and you don't want any doors or drawers left open. You've got this big center kitchen slide, got these drawers brought in, everything secure in safe spots, bedrooms, nothing in the way of your slides. Now what I like to do for lighting is I will shut off the ceiling lights, and now I can see all the individual lights I need to go through the unit shut off. Let me do that real quick. Now I've closed up all the lighting except for which can be controlled here. Start bringing slides in. Just simply hit one at a time. Go through all 4 of them. And then we'll head out of the unit. Alright, we're going to exit our unit. Bring these steps out, in. You need to make sure this door is all the way open. Let me shut off our interior lights again. So the lift. Set it up inside. Turn this handle to the right or left, and that will lock that in there. Close your exterior door. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. We're going to unhook our water. We're going to unhook our cable. Our power. And come up front to your auto leveling system.
He's got one of them nice
Turn this back on again.
customers.
And just hit retract. That'll bring up all of them. Head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take this sewage hose, comes to your convenience pack, hook it up right here, head on back here to your black and gray tanks. First one you're going to pull is your black tank. After it sounds like your black tank, which is your sewage, is no longer draining, you're going to come back up here again with your water pressure regulator. You're going to hook up to your black tank flush. You're going to go ahead and leave that black handle open. You're going to turn on your hose and run that for a good 5 minutes. What that's going to do is it's going to spray out your black tank and get all that nastiness out of there. Go ahead and shut your hose off. Return back down. Close your black handle and pull your right gray handle. After that's done, close that gray handle. Come up front here and pull this last gray handle. Those are all going to be cleaner waters, your sinks, your showers, and it's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. Take your sewage hose, unhook it, store it at a convenient place, and head on home. Again, thank you for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this trailer for many years to come. Happy camping.